30 Memorable Quotes from Film Little Big Man, 1970, Part 3. Little Big Man, 1970, directed by Arthur Penn and based on the novel by Thomas Berger, is a darkly comic and poignant revisionist Western that subverts traditional frontier mythology. The film stars Dustin Hoffman as Jack Crabbe, a 121-year-old man recounting his astonishing life journey across 19th century America. Through his wildly improbable adventures, Jack serves as both participant and observer in major historical events, including his upbringing by the Cheyenne, encounters with Wild Bill Hickok, and his fateful role in General George Custer's infamous defeat at Little Big Horn. The narrative blends satire with tragedy as it critiques the brutality and hypocrisy of U.S. expansionism, particularly the government's treatment of Native Americans. Crabbe's dual identity, as both white man and human being and Cheyenne, offers a unique lens on cultural identity, morality, and survival. Chief Old Lodge Skins, played by Chief Dan George in a landmark performance, provides the film's spiritual and philosophical heart. With its episodic structure, rich characterizations, and bold shifts in tone, Little Big Man is both an entertaining odyssey and a powerful indictment of manifest destiny. The film remains a landmark of 1970s cinema for its unflinching examination of American history and its unforgettable, often ironic, storytelling style. My name is Jack Crabbe, and I am the sole white survivor of the Battle of Little Bighorn, I was raised by Indians. I was kidnapped by whites, the human beings, my son, the Cheyenne people, are a good people, Old Lodge Skins, sometimes the magic works, sometimes it doesn't, Old Lodge Skins, there is an endless supply of white men. There has always been a limited number of human beings, you are my son, and a human being, you're not bad for a white man, well, Jack, you're a white man. Again, I was half horse thief, half preacher, and all liar, that was the source of my first moral confusion, every time I had a chance to rest and be happy, I always moved on, they was people, Jack, people, you are the only white man I know who does not lie all the time, you was a white Indian, I knew General Custer. I knew him very well, today is a good day to die, Old Lodge Skins, General George Armstrong Custer is a lunatic, being alive is like being in a battlefield, there is nothing more pathetic than a white man on the prairie, you're the most persistent little bugger I ever saw, Wild Bill Hickok, there's no business like show business. I'm a showman, Jack, Custer, I will go to my vision now, if you look into the eyes of a buffalo, you'll see your own death, Custer was crazy, but he had style, we are all subject to the whims of fate, I never meant to kill no Injuns, I am invisible now, do you see, my boy, it is a blessing to be blind. Sometimes, and quot. It's hard to believe that anyone would survive all that, and quot. He lived among us, and he was human being, and quot. God made me a white man, but it was the Cheyenne who made me human, and quot. I never trusted preachers or cavalrymen, and quot. It was the longest funeral I ever attended where the corpse got up and walked away, and quot. And quot. I will kill you last, Jack Crab, and quot. Custer, and quot. I ain't never seen a more ridiculous sight than a white man trying to be civilized, and quot. I was 121 years old when I told this story, and quot. Custer had the same look in his eyes I seen in a mad buffalo, and quot. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his scalp, and quot. You got to learn to live with contradictions, and quot. Sometimes I think I'm just a character in a dime novel, and quot. They called me Little Big Man, 'cause I was small and full of spirit, and quot. That was the beginning of my education in hypocrisy, and quot. The whites and their wars, they have no end, and quot. You can't live with hate in your heart forever, Jack, and quot. General Custer is a magnificent piece of machinery gone berserk, and quot. The Indian is in tune with the earth. The white man is in tune with greed, and quot. You can't trust a man with too many medals, and quot. The only thing I learned from war is not to be in one, and quot. That's history, son. It ain't pretty, but it's true, and quot. Sometimes I wonder if I dreamed it all.